Hello and welcome. Today on BOI Weekly, Bank of Industry midwives and entrepreneurs dream of establishing a globally competitive tailoring production hub and an incubation center for grooming a new breed of young Nigerian professionals to sustain the country's fashion and garmenting industry. Resulting from the Bank of Industry's ₹500 million intervention, Wessy Creations, a regional household name in quality native and contemporary garmenting based in Ogun State, has expanded its operations by establishing a massive production and vocational training hub, which has now produced its first set of graduates ready to take on the fashion world. I'm Kayode Alayande. Welcome to the program.
Have you ever imagined a time when you could apply for and get a loan from the comfort of your bedroom? Or prayed that the processing time was shorter? Well, it is now a reality with the fast and swift Bank of Industry real-time online loan application initiative.
The BOI online loan application portal is designed to deliver access and convenience to prospecting SME customers by ensuring that applicants need not have to physically visit the bank. Applicants simply have to submit all necessary documents via the online portal with the liberty to select their preferred BOI state office wherein their applications will be processed. How it works? Simply search the keyword Bank of Industry and download your mobile app from Play Store for Android users, BlackBerry App World for BlackBerry users, and Apple Store for iPhone users. Click on the Apply button. Click on Register to register your account. A verification link and tracking code will be sent to your registered email address. Click on the verification link to facilitate login. Once logged in, you can complete your application, submit, and click on Continue to start tracking your loan application. An email will be sent to your email address confirming receipt of the application. With this initiative, BOI has reduced its loan application and processing turnaround time. Start applying for your loan right away. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
Established over 30 years ago, but fully incorporated in 2013, Wessy Creations Limited provides trendy and exceptional tailoring and fashion designing services to clients across the country, but it hopes to someday cover the entire continent. Their product range include all kinds of African attires, as well as overalls, casuals, uniforms, boiler suits, as well as military and paramilitary wares. In 2015, Wessy Creations secured about ~250 million intervention from the Bank of Industry to acquire scores of modern, sophisticated garmenting machines for design and sketching, cutting, sewing, embroidery, ironing, finishing, and packaging. The fashion house can now produce all these attires at scale, positioning it as a leading tailoring production hub, not just in Nigeria but in Africa. With a group of experienced, high-skilled, and customer-focused management team, about 100 professional, well-trained tailors, as well as the latest technology installed in its facility, Wessy Creations Limited has developed the capacity to churn out between 1,500 and 2,500 units of garments per day. But aside from producing at scale, Wessy Creations Limited is driven by a vision to move the Nigerian tailoring industry to globally competitive levels by grooming a technically competent younger workforce. That's why at their facility in Abeokuta, Ogun State, they also run a sustained and focused capacity-building vocational training program targeting young men and women who are trying to build careers in the tailoring and garmenting industry.
You have to be careful while folding it. You check and cross-check. That's not important. For the neckline, I cut out 2.5 because of it. The type of color you have to add to it. You want to add what? The cape. Bishop. So bring it out 2.5 out. Now, definitely, if you measure your upper bust, your breast point. So the upper bust now is where normally for construction of bodies, you have to locate your armhole right from your upper bust.
Yes.
To get your armhole. So from that upper bust line, you now measure that 10 that you have to measure from here to wherever.
Practical and classroom exposure. That's what hundreds of young people who pass through Wessy Tailoring and Vocational Institute yearly experience when they come here.
You roll it out straight because we are using the same measurements to get the front and the back. You now come to the waistline. You roll it out from the front to the back. We'll now come back to the drawing board. We'll measure the neckline. My neckline is 3.5, which I've marked. You know, we have marked our shoulder line, which is 8. We'll now rule out that 8 inches from the top line downwards. This is going to be our guide to get our bust circumference, our round under bust circumference, and our waist circumference.
The proprietor and chief promoter of Wessy Creations, Mr. Wessy, who's also the national president of the Nigerian Association of Tailors, is persuaded that only by raising a highly skilled younger manpower could Africa clothe itself and compete globally. But how did he catch the vision?
My journey to Bank of Industry was an experience, because when you are looking for something, you'll be looking for it until you get it. And by the time we finished with our proposal, immediately I came back, like I said, from Las Vegas International Exhibition. And I discovered that we have not done anything in this part of the world in terms of, you know, having a production hub and to compete at that international standard. So I get my proposal ready, sent to Bank of Industry. They said, no, we can't give this amount to tailor. I said, no, that's not kind of tailor you are thinking about. We are talking of a garment industry, because that industry has almost 10 to 11 different departments where you need specialized and sophisticated equipment to train for production. So what we are talking about is a huge, huge investment. It is not. So as God will have it, we start bringing it down. They say, okay, they have to do with 50%. That is when we get to the financial bank. You know, Bank of Industry is not a commercial bank. But I have to put everything, because I know what I'm working towards and I know where I'm going. And the reason why I'm doing all this is to leave a legacy, one, in the industry. Two, without Bank of Industry, we wouldn't have get to where we are today. They gave us a trial, and I believe they are seeing progress in what we are doing. They provide funds for the equipment. What we have before, I have about between 60-70 staff strength. But immediately after BOI intervention, we are close to 200 now. We are even training about 100 separately to be injected to the production after their training. So that is where we are.
Even though the training and production process is currently being overseen by a few international technical partners and expatriates from Mauritius, Bangladesh and the Philippines who come with a vast experience in the garment industry, they are being closely understudied by young Nigerians who would take over once the knowledge transfer and exchange program window is completed. But really, how do the trainees themselves feel about the grooming they receive at Wessy Creations? Oladipo Michael and Josephine Oladele are university graduates who have chosen to come here to pursue their passion for garment manufacturing.
It was nice. I saw so many things of which I know I didn't learn from the first guy I did from. So I signed up and I signed for 6 months, and basically the courses we take are fashion illustration, which deals with sketching out your designs, just a way for you to express your designs out to your clients. Then menswear, we've done buba and chokoto, which we call tunics. We've done shirts, we've done caps, danshikis and all sorts. Then the women's wear, we've done bodies. But basically, I just feel that every time you have to do your work like so, you should first illustrate it out, which is actually the difference between where I learned now, where I'm learning now, and where I learned from before. Then there's also craft work. You make purses, handbags, and stuff like that. Then also do pattern drafting. This is actually like the most technical part of sewing, the fashion line. The pattern drafting comes with you having to be so focused on what you are doing. You don't make mistakes. You don't make mistakes on your fabrics so that you don't spoil the client's clothes. And it's been fun.
For the past 6 months that I've been here, we've been trained on how to use equipment that we can't normally find in local training centers. So one basic thing that I love about Wessy is the fact that we have equipment that can be used for various types of various things. Like we have our serger, we have industrial machine, we have the stoning machine, we have different, even the pressing iron machine. So it kind of exposes us in a way that we can't get in a normal or in a local store. So Wessy, it's...
Have you ever imagined a time when you could apply for and get a loan from the comfort of your bedroom? Or prayed that the processing time was shorter? Well, it is now a reality with the fast and swift Bank of Industry real-time online loan application initiative.
The BOI online loan application portal is designed to deliver access and convenience to prospecting SME customers by ensuring that applicants need not have to physically visit the bank. Applicants simply have to submit all necessary documents via the online portal with the liberty to select their preferred BOI state office wherein their applications will be processed. How it works? Simply search the keyword Bank of Industry and download your mobile app from Play Store for Android users, BlackBerry App World for BlackBerry users, and Apple Store for iPhone users. Click on the Apply button. Click on Register to register your account. A verification link and tracking code will be sent to your registered email address. Click on the verification link to facilitate login. Once logged in, you can complete your application, submit, and click on Continue to start tracking your loan application. An email will be sent to your email address confirming receipt of the application. With this initiative, BOI has reduced its loan application and processing turnaround time. Start applying for your loan right away. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
Today is a big day for Wessy Creations as a 20-year dream of a tailoring and vocational institute eventually comes to fruition. The first set of trainees who have been incubated at the production and training hub over the last 1 year are now being released to the larger fashion industry. Wessy Creations is also unveiling another phase of their new training center extension, made possible by the Bank of Industry.
Is there ably represented by the permanent secretary?
The institute's management staff and faculty, the graduates, their family members, sponsors and well-wishers, government functionaries, traditional rulers and other key stakeholders like the Bank of Industry are here to witness the occasion. Babatunde Ajala, manager, Bank of Industry, Ogun State, talks about the structure of the Bank of Industry's intervention in the fashion and garmenting subsector.
Bank of Industry is a development finance institution that tends to support industrialization of the entire projects in any part of the economy. Narrowing it down specifically to why we are here today, this is a fashion and garmenting sectoral investment. Now, Bank of Industry has what we call the Fashion Fund. The Fashion Fund is a fund targeted at supporting business entrepreneurs or projects in the fashion industry. The fund is at a single-digit interest rate, which is tenured between 3 to 5 years. And the fund is either can be used for working capital or for the acquisition of plants and machinery. Now, that leads us to what the bank has done for Wessy Creation. The Bank of Industry has supported Wessy Creation to the tune of $500 million. There is a line that is available for Wessy Creation, and I think they've drawn close to half of that. The fund is directly for working capital and as well as for term loan, which they have used to procure items of plants and machinery. All sorts of, we know fashion has gone sophisticated now. There are machines and equipment that are used for production of multiple designs and various styles. So because of that, the Bank of Industry has supported the company in getting modern equipment towards the expansion of its business.
But why is Wessy Creations particular about technical and vocational training? Mrs. Temintokwe Olanri Alade, Director of Studies, explains.
Over the last decades, the Nigerian educational system has been one-sided. It has downplayed the place of technical education. Everyone wants to go to the university. We keep complaining about our plumbers, our masons, our carpenters, welders, dressmakers. The $1 million question is, how does our artisan get trained when our technical and vocational education sector is practically dead? So it will suffice to say that if Nigeria as a nation must join this League of Developed Nations, then the right thing to do is to begin to promote technical vocational education, which has a great role to play in its socio-economic development. At Wessy Tailoring and Vocational Institute, we are committed and fully equipped to maintain the highest and best level of vocational education standards. We prepare our youth to be able to uphold the highest level of professionalism and professional ethics while in practice.
She then presents the first set of graduates. They are wearing their own design and brought in models to display their works. Beginning on a note of gratitude for a 20-year dream come true, the MD-CEO of Wessy Creations, Mr. Wessy Taiwo, thanks the Bank of Industry and other stakeholders for supporting Wessy Creations and the larger fashion and garmenting industry.
Wessy Tailoring Institute is not just come just like that. I had the dream long time ago. But as God will have it, God time is the best. Over a year ago, precisely on the 25th of April 2018, Wessy Tailoring and Vocational Institute was commissioned, and it is at its present site in Okemos, Abeokuta. The broad goal of the wealthy include training in the art of fashion, of tailoring and garment manufacturing. Establish an institute for skill acquisition and entrepreneurship skill development. To encourage the spirit of creativity and entrepreneurship in our youth, as well as inculcate the spirit of self-reliance and self-sustenance in our youths.
After the ceremony, the new facility is unveiled and stones laid for an extension.
Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Mrs. Bolaji Oluwashola from the Gender Business Group at the Bank of Industry is the officer in charge of the Wessy Creations account. She explains why the bank invested in Mr. Wessy Taiwo's dream to establish a tailoring institute and fashion production hub.
We look at the modalities, we look at the business plan that he has. We knew that this project fits into the fashion fund, and in the process we were able to appraise the project. He got a loan, he got a facility from BOI under Gender Fund. The loan was disbursed in 2017, and since then the loan has been servicing very well. The loan is performing. The loan we disbursed under Wessy is for the creation of the production hub, basically for production hub, in order to be able to teach a lot of young graduates, capacity building, to be able to teach the young ones coming on board into the fashion industry. And we bought a lot of machine for Wessy Creation. The facility is performing very well.
She also talks about other funds that women and other groups can benefit from at the Bank of Industry and encourages serious entrepreneurs to take advantage of them.
Generally, Bank of Industry, we have a lot of intervention, but particularly women, we have what we call fashion fund and other fashion fund, mostly for women in the fashion designer school. And also we have Dangote fund, where women can take access of 5%. Under the fashion fund is a 9% interest rate, where a lot of women can take in, especially the young graduates and those ones that are just coming out newly, that they don't have anything to do, so they able to key into the fashion fund.
The graduates are excited, but more importantly, they are ready to take on the world.
I came to Wessy 6 months ago, beginning of this year, and I'm graduating today. I feel so happy, I feel so joyous. It has been a great one being in Wessy. This is a program, like, it feels so good achieving this. Wessy Creation is the best fashion school in Nigeria. I'm not just going to say Ogun State, it's the best fashion school in Nigeria, based on equipment, based on our instructors. I mean, there's nothing you are looking for in Wessy that you will not get.
Let me say I am happy. But happiness is a summary of how I feel. I'm very, very happy. And experiencing Wessy, it's been worth it. When I stepped into Wessy, I saw the facilities they had. I knew I was in for something bigger than what I expected. And when we started, it was a yes. In fact, a delve into digital illustration aspect of fashion helps the person become even more creative.
The MD, Wessy Creations, again thanks the Bank of Industry for supporting the dream.
We got to a level now that I have some challenges and I table it. And they asked him to come up with a proposal. And that's the way to do it. You know, it's the only way to do it, because we don't really want to do vocational institute before. But when we are about to start the production, we discovered that we have no any structures at all that we can lay our hand on and start doing something immediately. And if you have to recruit 100 people, you still have to give them tippets. You still have to train them with generator. You have to use money for diesel, only for training. So you can't imagine. I want to thank BOI at least for how far they have gone and for what they are still going to do. Because until we start sending containers to the US market and Europe, I'm not going to stop, and I believe I'm not going to give them rest too until it's happened.
The Bank of Industry thrives in making dreams come true, as we have seen with Wessy Creations today. BOI is supporting this in order to ensure that Nigeria is able to clothe itself as well as billions of others across the globe. There are several funds at the Bank of Industry targeted at different groups of entrepreneurs in different sectors of the Nigerian economy. These funds are waiting for serious and qualified businesses to utilize. Why don't you contact the Bank of Industry today to know how you too can benefit? Visit their website at boi.ng or call at any of their branches closest to you. That will be our package on the program today. Many thanks for watching. But remember, you can apply for BOI loans online. Just download the BOI SME loan app from the Google Play Store and follow the instructions. For further information, feel free to tweet at me at KAY Alayande. That's on Twitter. And previous editions of the program are available on YouTube. Simply type BOI Weekly in the search area, and there you go. I'm Kayode Alayande. Bye now.